Halito, and welcome back to part 4 of a 5-part series of our continuing journey of and about the Choctaw Freedmen whose footprints were left behind as we experience the many tears that continue to flow and drop on our ancestors' soil in McCurtain County, Oklahoma. First, let's remember, we left off on series number 2, the episode at Cousin Rachel Knight's house on Green Street in the Chili Flat community in Tom, Oklahoma. Then we departed to sidetrack on another path to share with you about a very important message on our series number 3 episode, which was the court's decision that was made in favor for the descendants of the Muskogee Creek freedmen that were rendered by Judge Danetta Mauser on September 27, 2023. The judge's decision reversed and ordered the Creek tribe to reconsider applications of Rhonda Grayson and Jeffrey D. Kennedy. This order also may now favor many other descendants of the Muskogee Creek freedmen to submit applications and reclaim their citizenship. The Treaty of 1866 prevails its truth and promises and kept its word. Once again, let's acknowledge and congratulate all the hard work and effort that was put forth by the plaintiffs, Rhonda Grayson and Jeffrey D. Kennedy, and their attorney, Demario Solomon Simmons. Now, let's begin our series number 4, Journey on the CFCF Footprints Trail, so more of your questions are answered. Like, what was the next step on their journey? Did they find any information that may pertain to my ancestors who once lived there? Well, moving along, here we go. Our guide, Doris Burris Williamson, and other family members, Cousin Niecy, Cornell, and Charles, they had just left Cousin Rachel Knight's house and was now heading to their next stop, which is the Pine Ridge Cemetery. After leaving Green Street in the Chili Flat community of Tom, Oklahoma, the car took the direction south as they traveled on Highway 259 for a few miles. Then Doris was instructed to make a few more turns on several beautiful 2-lane rural country roads. As the car made its way towards the intersection of Granite Road and North 4770, their lively chatter of small talk came to a halt as the car turned off the main road onto Granite Road. As they peered out the car's window into the open fields, which showed only a few cows grazing, they spotted only one house on the corner about half a mile back. The chatter of small talk conversation stopped among them, and that's when everyone appeared to be in deep thought. As the car headed closer to their destination and they passed another landmark, once known as Pine Ridge School, which was once a segregated school that was built sometimes between the 1920s and 30s. Now, this school provided grade K through 8, which was a comprehensive and stellar education for many of the Choctaw Freedmen families and children which lived in the surrounding communities. Pine Ridge School produced several well-known college and professional athletes. Educators and people who attended can also testify how Pine Ridge School and the community was an integral part of their lives and success. However, the picture we see today isn't the original Pine Ridge School. The original school burned down in the 1940s, and the image we see today is the one that was rebuilt after integration in the 1960s. Students at Pine Ridge School was bused to other neighboring schools in nearby towns and communities. Today, Pine Ridge School is now called Pine Ridge Community Lodge, as shown in the picture. As the car passed the school and continued heading down the 2-lane Chat Road, Cousin Vornell and Charles gave instructions to Doris to drive slower. The car's speed began to creep along at a snail's pace, to the point where Doris recalls how the cows in the open fields were able to keep pace with them. As Doris' anxiousness and nervousness grew, Doris started to bombard Cousin Vornell with questions like, where's the signage? Where is the entrance road to Pine Ridge Cemetery, and what should we be looking for? And what finally felt like an eternity, Cousin Vornell yelled out, stop! Here it is. So that's when she hit the brakes and brought the car to a complete stop while making a quick glance in the rearview mirror at Cousin Charles, and he also agreed, in sync with Cousin Vornell. Yes, we're here. They both spoke at the same time. This is it. This is Pine Ridge Cemetery. Cousin Niecy and Doris looked puzzled, bewildered, as they turned to each other and started asking questions. Where is it? Talking about the school. Why did we stop? There's nothing out there. There's supposed to be a cemetery out there. Doris felt somewhat disappointed and doubtful, only for a brief moment, as she caught herself digging deep within her thoughts and faith, knowing once again the reality of how her mom, Iola Burris, Uncle J.C. Burris, and Aunt Teen were the family's historians, and even though they were all deceased now, they told many stories and history to their children and grandchildren about their personal experiences while living and growing up in Tom, Harris, and Idabel. They, the elders that is, were all
through Tom and past the community center, and we're out here doing filmage and videoing of a lost burial site that the city of Tom actually came through and put a 2-lane highway through several of our family members' burial sites here. Avery Coleman Burris is buried here. She was born in 1847. My name is Doris Williamson Burris, and I am president of the Choctaw Freedmen Citizenship Incorporation.
That's when she spotted and captured one lonely white headstone that stood at a distance. The headstone was folded between several tall pine trees far away from the road. After surveying the land and taking several pictures and videos, she knew deep down within her the footprints of promises that her ancestors had left behind and what had brought them to this point. The truth would prevail to lead their journey the rest of the way to uncover the hidden parts of Pine Ridge Cemetery. Despite having no signage, no public access, no additional graves in sight, Doris Burris Williamson says she became even more determined to get to the bottom of what happened to Pine Ridge Cemetery and find out why a 2-lane highway was plowed through the cemetery as reported by her mother and other relatives before they passed away. Now, many of you are probably asking questions like, what's so special about Pine Ridge Cemetery? Why do we need to preserve and protect Pine Ridge Cemetery? Well, to get the answers, be sure to tune in to Series 5, which is going to be the CFCF last series on this journey. In the meantime, this is where you are going to come, especially those of you whose Choctaw Freedmen ancestors are from McCurtain County, southeastern Oklahoma. CFCF Inc. is beginning their Choctaw Freedmen roll call. As you watch and read the Black Choctaw Freedmen's surnames list on the screen, let us know if you see one of your family surnames listed as shown on the screen. CFCF Inc. is asking if you'd like to write in and tell us where your Choctaw Freedmen ancestors were buried in Pine Ridge cemetery. This is the time when you can go back and pull out all your old obituaries, programs, and documents to take a look. You can email us at doris@ChoctawFreedmenCitizenshipFootprints.com or use the QR code on the screen and go to the Contact Us tab on the website to reach us. We'd love to hear from you. In closing out, don't forget to come back and see the last series, Series 5, and how this story ends. We'll check you on the flip side. This is Chrome C. Burris Alexander Jr. saying, Yakoke. Thank you for listening to the many tears that continue to flow and drop on our ancestors' soil in McCurtain County, Oklahoma. Coming up, the conclusion, Series 5.